Right, they looking for it.
What up, people? How y'all doing out there, man? To the ones just tuning in, this is Political Street Talk. I thank y'all for tuning in, watching, and sharing, man. We can't do this without you. How you been, bro?
Man, how's it going, man?
Oh, man, cool,
great,
man.
bro. It's
Chill,
great.
man.
Life is great.
Life great. Man, I tell y'all what, man, I had went out there last week, man, and rocked out with BC them, man, and Club Lester's, man. They did their thing, you know what I'm saying? And shout out Pops Johnson. I will be a representative of Political Street Talk. We'll be in Mount Pleasant, Texas, man, at the Mardi Gras Seafood Bar and Grill, you know what I'm saying? And Mount
Raw
Pleasant,
Street
Texas.
Media?
Raw Street
I
Media
like
gonna be
that.
live
I
and
like
in the building,
that.
man.
I
We will
like
be
that.
out there, so y'all come out there and rock with us with Pop Johnson, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pull up, come eat with us. Listen to some dudes perform, some local artists, man. I will be out there taking interviews, man. But today, y'all, we're gonna come to y'all with a very important topic. We just waiting on a few people to get in here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody wait on 5 or 6 more to get in. Y'all come on in here. Tell somebody, share it.
Just waiting on a few more people to come in, y'all, and we're gonna jump this off like we normally do, man.
Well, we so appreciate y'all for tuning in.
And we do have a special guest today, you know what I'm saying? Y'all will meet him shortly. And to the ones that's watching, man, thank you. Please, we have a YouTube channel as well. I'm about to put it in the chat. It's a Political Street Talk, no spaces all together on YouTube. Our show will be on there. You know what I'm saying? So please go and follow that page.
Hey, shout out to Impulse, man, for that cold flyer, man.
Shout out, hey, Byron came
Cold
from the clutch,
flyer,
man.
man.
He came from the clutch,
Yeah,
you know what
man.
I'm saying?
Going right along, sitting right beside the logo you got made, man. So,
Yeah, I'm telling
Political
you.
Street Talk, man.
We growing, y'all, but
man.
listen though, before we jump this off, let's give y'all a brief history of how we got started, man. We got started during the election time where we was going back and forth talking about Donald J. Trump, you know what I'm saying? I'm opposed to Trump. My man is pro-Trump. So, but we did this, man, to create dialogue because we need to talk about different issues in our community, and we need to do it as adult, as grown men, you know what I'm saying? We can be different in opinion, and I still love and respect my brother, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what we need to get to as a nation. Everybody not gonna see stuff how you see it, and that's cool, man. Just respect me and I respect you. But just to give you a history on that, this Political Street Talking, man, we talk the language of the street, the language of our peers. Sometimes our language might get a little left, but we just giving you how we see it, you know what I'm saying? So we have to have something to call our own, and this is our own, man. This is the place where we can come and vent and talk about our issues and the issues that need to be talked about in the manner of which we talk in our communities. I'm a barber, been a barber for over 20 years, man, so I have all types of conversations with people about all types of topics, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we were just inspired to come to y'all with the Political Street Talk. So before we get into this, man, you know what I'm saying, we always try to show y'all our sponsors. Bro have 2 books. This is the newest one right here, Let Us Pray. Go on Amazon, you're going to have the link in the chat, man. Y'all go on there and cop that book, man. Show support for what we're doing. Because it has came to my attention several times that if we stop talking about the stuff that we talk about and talk about other shit, we'll be able to get some donations and stuff from people. But we'd rather keep this right here straight to y'all from us, by us, and our opinions, to give y'all a middle-aged African-American perspective on what's going on. And we call this Political Street Talk. But bro, it look like we got enough people in here to go and jump this out.
Yeah, man, I do it.
Hey y'all, we want to welcome y'all to another round of Political Street Talk, man, with me, myself, John Ross, and
Billionaire Boy.
Billionaire Boy, you know what I'm saying? So we thank y'all for tuning in, man. But listen, y'all, we have a special guest coming on today, and we ain't gonna prolong it too much longer, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go on and get to the mix, because our first topic and our main topic of today is about the Tyler Police Department and how they handle the arrest of that black woman, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into that, we're gonna bring on our first guest. Mr. Donovan Bridgeforth. Come on up here, young brother.
Appreciate it, man.
It's an honor to have you on our platform, man. because-
Young moving, young shake up. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me out into your space, man. It's a nice space.
Yeah, it's an honor to have you on our platform, brother, because I'm understanding that you're doing some great things, man. You know what I'm saying? Great things in the community with the TEX 24 news station, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Independent media.
Independent media, one man show right now, but we're always looking for creatives. So if you guys feel like you guys have that creative bone in your body, or you have a story to tell, man, we're creating platforms out here, the political street talk, and people like myself and others. So just get your word out there. That's my main thing. I want to start it off by saying, like, we don't get here to having to hold the police accountable if people don't get that word out. You know what I'm saying? So if people hold things to themselves, the change will never happen.
Okay, before we get into that, man, can you give the people some brief history of you and what you have going on? Because on Spotlight, man, is on you today, brother. Man.
Okay.
We're going to get into some more issues.
Your media background.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got into business by writing. Initially, I wrote my first book while I was in college. It's called The American Alien. And so it's just about the black experience, right? And so I just followed that passion for writing, fell in love with technology, and ended up starting a company called the Official Black App that helps you find any black-owned business in the country. And so while I was coming out with that, I was still in college at Paul Quinn. And so Diddy and Jay-Z had decided to come out with an app similar to that. But a lot of people on social media knew that we had that business first. So that type of buzz got us all the way up to Breakfast Club, to where we were on there with Charlemagne, Angela Yee, all of them, and they pretty much recommended the Black app to be invested into as opposed to Diddy and them starting that, which in hindsight, it was pretty good because I mean that would have tainted that whole idea that there could be an app, something like that, just because of how things have happened with him. So slow motion is better than no motion, but if you move too fast, you can make the wrong move. So it's all in God's timing with that business. So it's been ranked in the top 10 apps in the paid business side of the App Store. Right now, it's probably somewhere within the top 100. I don't know. Hopefully, if you guys go and download it, we'll jump back up to the top 10, and you guys will see it happening in real time. That would be cool. But while doing all that, I ended up moving back to East Texas just because I love East Texas and it's cheap. And so while I was out here, I got a job working for KETK, and I worked for them for about 4 months and learned a lot about media and got to get into that and learn and be trained and see the way that the machine works, if you will, behind what you see on TV and what you see on your devices, and how that type of information gets there and how it's credible and how to do all that stuff. And so one thing that we didn't see eye to eye there while I worked there was the types of stories that we should be talking about. And so once I departed from there, I decided to start TXA and 24 News. And so as any business owner knows, and like I went through already with the Black app and other business ventures, man, at that beginning part, it's hard, you know what I'm saying, just because of the funding and just the faith of it all. But having started the business before, I was, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of seasoned to it. I was like, okay, I kind of know what to do to not make the same mistakes I did in my 20s. So being 32, I was like, okay, this might be a good time to try something right here and see what happens. And so I just started telling the stories that people would let me know, or that I would find online that I felt like needed light. And so that type of thing gained momentum. And so I've always had a passion for sports. I was a college athlete, played Division II basketball, played JUCO basketball. And anybody who's played JUCO basketball know that's some of the toughest basketball. That's the toughest basketball. That's
grind every day, you know what I'm saying?
That's the toughest basketball in the country, right? So, man.
I want to stop right there. I got to add this. So you can go.
I can go. So Jeraylen can vouch for me.
Yeah.
I can go. And so Most people actually, I say that they know me for the Black Abbott stuff. That's just business wise. I grew up in Jacksonville, so my dad was the head basketball coach for my whole life, and everybody that was out there was coached by my dad. You know what I'm saying? It's Coach Bridgeforth.
Yeah.
And so all the boys out there, we all grew up playing under Stacy and my daddy, Eddie and them. You know what I'm saying? And so
when you say Stacey, we understand
that's legendary, right? And
you
so
don't need to say no more when you talking name Stacey out there.
Stacey, big block. And so winning national championships is key. You know what I'm saying? So I always had that sports part about it, just being from East Texas. So being able to stay in media and take that sports media to East Texas, I was able to cover KJ Edwards when they won in the state championship this year, and now he's going to Colorado. So just being,
with them?
no, I didn't mean that. I saw it. You seen that? He went there. I meant that he went for the visit.
Right.
He went there for the visit, but. That type of stuff is cool to be there and see the next type of people come out of East Texas, because when we were coming up, man, there was some cats that was so cold, but there was no media covering us, like nobody, and that's why we eventually left East Texas to go to Dallas for my dad to get me more exposure. That's we all know that story, right? That's not you need the exposure, right?
Yep.
So being able to be the exposure for the sports out here and for which it happened to tailor into the streets, like expose stuff in the streets, but it's for the passion, and we do cover a lot of sports, and so you'll see that a lot on TXA and 24 News. Like tomorrow, I'm going to cover the NCAA tennis championships in Waco, and I was just in Round Rock last night covering AAA baseball for the Rangers. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying? It's just independent, right? And so the T-shirt sales. That's why I said Jalen. He's all these people are important that follow us and that buy the T-shirt, because these T-shirts directly fund the fuel to go like to get in the tank, because it don't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? It just as long as we can stay on the road, we can keep exposed stuff. It funds the business. So
I'm inspired by that, bro. Straight up. That's inspiring on the media side.
Yeah, so it's like just getting exposure to myself and others.
But check this out though, man.
Yeah.
What we learned too is we're gonna have to start speeding up our stuff on political street talk. So, boy, you have anything before we dive into this topic?
No, man. I just wanna tell our audience, y'all, be sure you follow the brother. Be sure you tap into his media stream, because he is one of us. He is independent black media that's gonna go out, find our kids. He said he specializes in sports. He gonna find our kids, our nieces, our nephews, our cousins, gonna put a spotlight on them so that they can get the best opportunity for them to further their career. And he gonna be in the streets. So we need this brother to continue to, so our voice can be heard, and the stories we need to see can be told. So that's all I would say, y'all. Tap in to his stream, like I say, because I'm inspired.
I appreciate that.
All right, y'all.
And last thing, you will see my ministry on his network too. Believe that.
As well. But say, y'all, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all watch television and you seen it on the news. But before you seen it on the news, you seen it on my man's page, TEX 24 News, man. You know what I'm saying? We seen the video of the police officer in Tyler, Texas, man, punching the lady, cussing out the other lady, running the camera and things. So before we get into it, I just want to start with these two questions. And then we're going to break it down, and we want to interact with the people and know what y'all think. Do the people in North Tyler still feel safe with the police officer still acting?
From what?
And the second question is, where are the elected officials on these issues, and why are they not the ones on the TV talking instead of the NAACP? Where are the people that people voted on to stand up for them in these type of situations? You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna open up the floor, man. But boy, how you feel about the situation first?
First of all, as you can see, I ain't spoke on it.
Yeah.
I ain't said not one word about it. I seen everybody post. I seen how angry everybody was, and I never spoke on it. And second, I never watched the whole video. I'm not into black trauma. You know what I'm saying? Everybody says she got whooped, Then there were other stories coming out. So I didn't get out there and say nothing about it. I need more information. I need more information before I can make a judgment or so I can really voice my opinion. And during that time, more information has came out. So, you know.
And see, that's the beauty of political street talk is we go on once a week, every Wednesday. So it allowed us time to get more information. But the information that we received of her not being pregnant, that's a violation of her HIPAA rights. You can't be putting our people medical information, you know what I'm saying? She didn't get consent for that. But the lady was, from my understanding, you know what I'm saying? I know you had a meeting today with the chief of police. So I'm gonna open up the floor to you in just a second to give us the encounter from the chief of police before we go into what we think. But from my understanding, the lady, it's all started because she was stealing out of the dollar store. I'm gonna tell y'all, right is right, wrong is wrong. If you broke the law, then you have to be subject to punishment. But the punishment, man, you know what I'm saying, whooping on this woman like that because she stole from the dollar store, I'm just painting a picture, y'all, you know what I'm saying? And then we also have to let this information be known. The lady and that particular officer has had several encounters. He has arrested her several times before. So they have some history there, you know what I'm saying? Well, hey, bro, I'm going to open up the floor to you, man, you know what I'm saying? Because you know a little more in depth about this situation than I do.
Give us the information. Give us the news.
So in Tyler, to answer your first question, talking to people in North Tyler, Northwest Tyler, specifically, they are not feeling the vibe with the police right now. Just because that happened so close to Texas College, and there's a great number of kids right there that'll be there. So there's parents that are concerned to send their kids back if they're going to be policed in that way. Just because as a kid, you never know you make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And so the concern is there, and so they're wondering about the tactics, how this is going to happen. And so that's what encouraged the NAACP to get involved, to at least go lay eyes on her. Lisa Williams was able to go lay eyes on her and make sure that she was okay and talk with her and see her mental state. So the NAACP was able to act quicker than the actual city representatives. And it's such a weird timing because it was a changing of the guard when this happened over the weekend, because Shirley McKellar has been over District 3 where this happened in Tyler for the past 6 years or so. And so now it was becoming, just today, Shonda Marsh was sworn in. So it was like a gray area of who should speak or who, you know what I'm saying, without stepping on each other's toes right there. So
see, that's some great information right there.
But I will say that Miss Marsh has been active, and then Shirley McKellar has not went away. She was still present at the city council meeting today, so it's not like they were hiding. But there was just a gray area of who should speak, you know what I mean? But now it's clearly on Mrs. Marsh. But even before it was, she went down with District 1 Representative Peter Hawkins. I hope I didn't get that district wrong. But that's Peter Hawkins, and they got to speak with the police even sooner than I did. So that was great to see them on live, on Facebook, in front of the people, showing them solidarity that at least the 2 black representatives for Tyler are lock in step and they're at the thing and they're doing it together. So that was a good optic to see after such a bad optic that you couldn't even finish seeing. And so that's the whole part that I still can't swallow, if you will, because the firearm thing, in which I would love to pose a question back to you guys if you'll let me. How do you guys feel about that firearm discharging? Because that's a question that I want to put on the people, because that's a level 3 firearm safety holster. I just want you guys to give me something.
I'm gonna let you go first. Go, bro.
I'm gonna start I'm gonna bring it back from the top. I said I never spoke on it because I didn't have any information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why the police were kicking her ass. I don't know what she did. I know something had went on, for her to be getting her ass kicked by the
Right.
police.
Right.
So
Right.
the information I got was she was stealing out the store.
That's true.
Okay, so you broke the law right there. You got to be held accountable for that. And the second thing is, if you're stealing out the store, you're not complying with police orders. Obviously, you are not complying with the police. The police, you out there wrestling with the police. You cussing the police out. If I wrestle with the police, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. So
For sure.
for one, just because it was a woman, she is not above the law. Like I said, I didn't speak on it because I didn't know what she did. And people will say, well, she's pregnant. She's a woman. It's pregnant women that can get their ass kicked. And this is not me on an abusive level.
Right, I
But if
understand.
you always react to something with your emotions before you have all the information, then you will be going down a dead end street when you find out. Well, damn. And this is not to say any knock on this particular lady. I'm talking about this situation in general where you don't have all the facts. Then you move along to see her putting, they say the gun went off. Well, I seen that video and I seen her hand on the gun. And if you still out of my store, you might get a black eye. If you are wrestling with my gun, you might get your ass kicked if I have to. It's almost like I'm fighting for my life at this point.
Yeah, it was considered lethal force by the police.
You
chief.
trying to take my
They
police
could
weapon.
have killed her.
And I said
been straight
that.
and been straight technically by the book.
That's
So
okay then.
I'm just
I
saying.
would, any one of us,
Yeah, I just
any
said,
black
I
man,
just
any black man fighting with the police over his gun is going to die that day. So he was merciful on that woman because he could have blew her shit off just to
I mean,
keep that
technically,
thousand.
that's technically,
And he would have got took a couple of 3-4 days a week off and been right back on the job
That's
because she resisting arrest and she's not showing compliance with authority. So again, nobody is above authority. Lethal force was not used, but what you call it when they
close in.
I mean, hey man, that man was in all his eyes, and I know this is a very unpopular opinion dealing with a lot of emotionalists, which I am not. I'm a realist. And again, she reached for the man gun. She was stealing out the store, and she was not listening to any of the orders. She was resisting arrest. That's all I got. That's what I got to say about that.
He said his piece, and you know what I'm saying, he got a lot of points with what he said. I can't disagree with him. But I'm just gonna paint this picture. I wanna know what happened before she reached for that gun. I wanna know what led up to it. If you can drop the footage of her reaching for the gun, you could have dropped the whole thing, and then we won't have to go back and forth with this not knowing. Because you already dropped some footage, so evidently it's cool to drop it. I want to know when the police pulled up on her because she stole at the store and then she got her ass whooped. It wasn't at the store. It was at the street out in front of some people's houses.
Yeah.
So what led up to it? Did the police chase her? Did she run from them? Did they get out and then jump on her? Or what happens? All you showing us is we started the video with this cop on her. And paint this picture, y'all. Her and this cop has history. So we don't know what led up to it. He has arrested her because it's public record. Y'all can look it up. It's public record. He has arrested this lady several times. So I don't know. Maybe he ran up to her and wrapped her ass. I don't know.
But
You know what I'm
this is
saying?
why I was gonna I'll give you some ammunition a little bit because this is some more information that you could use though. She had gave birth to a baby in jail just 4 months ago. So if she was arrested before by that same officer, she was pregnant when she was arrested by him before. So that's just a caveat in there. She just gave birth in
And
jail.
this right here is too, my understanding is she had missed a menstrual cycle, so she suspected she was pregnant again. So it's all type of information that we don't have. And I'm just looking at the Tyler Police Department. If they jump out there and throw that out there to show face with you know what I'm saying, hey, that's some fucked up shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't see like I got guns. I don't know how you can put your hand on the gun
It's a
and it
level
go
3
off.
holster.
I'm confused. I see it live on the video, but I'm confused. Like how? You know what I'm saying? I own guns. So when I see this, all this shit goes into play. It's like, I'm tired of it. We just had a mother on here with the Bossier City Police Department. Hey, shout out Miss Sharifa, man. We're gonna keep that fight going for DT as well. Datavius Bryant, you know what I'm saying? His mother had a problem with Bossier City Police Department where he's been missing. They was the last one that had an encounter with him, and they gave her some body camera footage, and I wanted to get her on your show too as well. They gave her some body camera footage, and you see the police chasing him, and they saying, why are we chasing him? This is not what we're here for. Yeah, on camera. And you heard shots go off, and the cop holler, I got him, and another cop like, damn. But to this day, the police said he's just a missing person. It's over 2 years, bro. That's the case we have on here, man.
Yeah, y'all doing the right
so it's like the police will show you what they want you to see. Just like in Henderson, Texas, right here, man, the white kid, I can't think of his name, but the police killed him over on Highway 64, and they said they feared for their life. And we seeing this kid with both hands running away from him, and they killed him. It took 2 years to drop that footage. So here go Tyler. Within a few days, they dropping footage.
They had to drop it,
but
though.
it's only clips though. Drop the whole thing. Be transparent. If you're gonna give us information, give us all the information. What led up to the arrest? What did you do when you first got them? You know what I'm saying? And then to the woman who was recording, who was arrested for recording, they handled that woman. They didn't have to handle her like that. Sit the fuck down and all of that shit. Man, you don't have to do that to that woman. She is perfectly within her rights to record you. Because see, the cop, he run up there and just dive down with the elbow. At some point in time, you've seen so many cops kill innocent people and people who deserve to go to jail. You've seen them kill them. So what is she not supposed to fight for her life? She might have felt like, I need to get this motherfucker done.
Now that part is what
so
I
that right there is something that we have to look at. This cop have arrested her before, and they was technically come in with the people's elbow, man.
Let me
I'm just making that point. Go ahead.
Again, we're talking about a woman trying to fight a man.
We don't know what led up to it.
Hold on. No, we don't. But 9 out of 10 women are gonna get their ass smashed by a man. So again, you're not.
I know some here.
No, I'm talking about. We're talking about life or death situations.
Yeah.
Where there is an absolute.
Where you going with it though? Cause I'm just saying, you said a woman do.
I'm saying because this is where I'm going. It's a direct opposite of respecting authority. You in the wrong. You fighting for your life for a wrong cause. It's not gonna go your way.
Right.
If you was walking down the street and they just came and knocked you down, yeah, but you was guilty of a crime. And so we don't know what happened in that phase, but we know that she was fighting with the police. And again, if me and you fight with the police, we might get the best of them. But chances are they're gonna smoke us.
Yeah, gonna show us.
Yeah.
And so again,
I cannot argue that point, bro. I'm with you 1,000%. But I'm gonna say this again. We don't know because you only released part of the camera. She might not even been fighting with the cop at all. We don't know. The footage started with her being choked from behind by the police.
Now, in your defense,
you got body camera.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Now, the police killed George Floyd. He didn't even fight back. The police killed 400-pound Eric Gardner. He didn't even fight back. So I understand when it's like, hey man, my life is in danger. So I understand that fight back. But at the end of the day, you fighting the police, and the risk is they might kill you, and they can frame the narrative where, man, you ain't even got no business fighting. I said lay down.
Yeah, you right, man. But this is the point, y'all. Other people do way more than that to police, and they don't get no black eyes. They get a chance to stop by Burger King, get some shit to eat. It's so much other stuff. I'm not saying that lady is right or she's wrong. I'm talking about the aspect of it. It was excessive, man. The punishment that you out here slamming folks and punching the man, she was stealing out the dollar store. You know what I'm saying?
But she reached for that man's gun. And when he said be still, be the fuck still. You can't fight me. I'm the police. I'm the authority. It ain't nothing that you can do in that situation to say it's okay for me. I wouldn't tell my daughter. I wouldn't tell my woman, hey man, don't be trying to fight the police.
But one thing that the police could have done is mace her.
They
He could
are
have ran
taught
up
to
when he
de-escalate the
ran up
situation.
to her instead of dropping down on her. He could have ran up with the mace, right?
I never see the run up.
One
Yeah,
saying
there
he
was one
ran
cop,
up, right?
and the other cop
Yeah.
ran up. And
I
he
seen
hit
it
him
on
I'm
with
the
the
saying
elbow
if
and
you
stuff.
they gave you the whole belt, right? You could have pulled up with the mace. She would have never got to the gun. You would have been in the abduced her, subdued her,
That's the
and
part of
took
the
her.
video we couldn't see though.
Nah,
Right?
I dropped
we
it.
posted
I dropped
that.
it.
So,
I dropped it.
the initial interaction between the police.
We seen from
Yeah.
when the lady the lady who they handled roughly, and shout out to that lady, man, because without her, we wouldn't even
That's
know
what I'm
nothing about
saying.
this.
That's the
why
people
the
you
media
gotta
is so
speak up.
important,
You
man.
gotta speak up.
And she was arrested too. Ain't that some shit? Hey man, so it's like all I'm saying is to Tyler Police Department, if you watch, which I'm sure y'all are,
Oh Lord.
be transparent and release the whole footage. We want to see the dash cam with him pulling up, because it's supposed to be on. You know what I'm saying? Then we want to see the body camera with what happened. Because if that lady is wrong, she just wrong. If the officer's right, he just right. But I'm just saying, when the officer ran up, he didn't have de-escalate nothing on his mind.
didn't, 'cause
He
he
came
was
up there and
amazing.
hit that woman hard, and she might have thought at this point, I got to get this gun to save my life. I'm just saying, we so busy into the officer's mindset. Let's speak on this woman's mindset. I don't know if that's what she was thinking, y'all.
I
I'm
can
just
imagine
throwing some
so.
shit in my
I can imagine that. As a
Yeah,
black person, I can
you
imagine that.
choking and you
Man,
hollering.
I could imagine the police doing something and I'm thinking, it's me and him. I could imagine that very easily. I'm just saying, if you're a black person, I think you can. You done seen it on social media all your life. Trayvon, something you could imagine, your imagination could run wild with that. But all I'm saying is that if he's running up and his whole thing is just to arrest her,
Yeah.
mace her. They train you, they give you, you are equipped to do other things. You got a baton. You could, even if you would have hit her with the baton in the same part of the eye, it would have been lawful and looked better. The optics would have been better because you used your thing, you know what I'm saying? But when you choose to use your body to do this, you want to do this.
Let me ask you
You
this.
want to get off like that. That's what the optics look like.
I didn't watch the video. At what point did she start resisting?
She was already resisted. She was
Okay,
already
so
in a
with that
full-fledged
being
fight.
That's the whole point I'm trying to make.
So-
we want to see what led up to the point of her
Okay,
resistance.
but this is the thing right here. And if you stealing out the store and the next phase you resisting, then you wasn't complying to the orders. So you are still in the wrong.
You know,
You can't say
Wrong or right is the way to do shit. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
trying
what
to
they
say.
not when dealing with the police. You do what
they
they
have
tell you
to
do.
no, but they have, and at least the police chief did admit this. He's saying that they are taking steps to make sure this never happens again by putting mental health officers on payroll. That's something he mentioned in that interview. If y'all guys go to the page, you'll see him say that at the end. That's something. So when something like that's going on, they're gonna call that. That's gonna be the officer that responds to that.
Not to mention this. When it comes to us as African American people, it's very seldom that term thrown around about mental health issues.
Was that going
trauma,
on there?
We get these and we
No,
get all
she
that
has
other
mental-
stuff.
she has
So
mental
I'm
health.
just saying though.
Yeah.
So when it comes to us, we don't get a lot of that ability to say, hey man, that person, he got some stuff going on, or she got some stuff going on. It's, you know what I'm saying. But hey man, I'm seeing a few comments, brother. You want to read a few of them, man?
Oh man, let me go back to the top and see if I
Man,
can find
they
something.
not appearing, man.
I'm gonna try to
Comments will
read.
appear. I see them, then they go away.
Adriana Rodriguez, she said she was also a suspect in the theft and had warrants against her. A.D. Marsh, well, you think he may be talking to Sweet Jones. He said the video shows her hand on the trigger and his hand on top.
The trigger itself is actually a dual part trigger, so you have to hit both parts of the trigger. So the police chief explained that either the flex part of the holster helped it or something, or she was able to get her finger. It was one of those two things. So all of that's still under investigation. So for someone to say that they saw that and they know that for a definitive fact, that's just them going off of their own eyesight, because that's still under investigation
She gonna lose.
of what's gonna happen.
She gonna lose that battle.
It's not her investigating. She's not her suing them. It's them internally investigating themselves. So it's being taken to Smith County to investigate Tyler PD. So
They gonna, and with that
I'm just saying.
information,
I'm just letting you know. Yeah, that's true.
with that information, they're going to look after the police. They're gonna find him in the right. They got video evidence. This ain't my opinion. It is my opinion, but also based on what I seen a woman fighting with the police over his gun. How is she gonna win that?
My only argument is what happened before that.
It don't matter.
No, it don't.
It don't matter.
And that's
It
actually,
don't 100%.
that's actually the whole story.
100% it do matter, because every time we see something with us, what do they say? Well, what led up to it? What do we not see? And all I want to know is why we keep seeing what y'all want us to see. Just play the whole thing and be through with it.
But do you think that would do more good or harm releasing the full thing
It's
to the public?
transparency, man. Release the whole thing
It's
to the public.
transparency. It is transparency.
You know, we all have to be on this one accord, because right now people are losing faith within the police department.
That's
and
what-
they are
that's for
scared
sure.
and they are fearful. So you have to come out and be transparent. Hey, listen, y'all, our officer protected himself and he right. Here go the whole footage. And then if we look at that and we say, hey man, he might have didn't have to punch her, but she was wrong for what she did. So now we can sleep a lot better.
Right. I see
Opposed to
what
us not knowing, because when something starts with a police behind you choking you, we don't know what led up. I'm just saying, I wasn't there, I didn't see that. And if you're gonna show us her with her hand on the gun, I told you, this officer is on her back. She got to get off, and the other officer runs up later on and come down with the people's elbow. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like at this point, she might be thinking, damn, he all trying to kill
It's
her.
two of them.
Yeah, you know what I'm
But
saying?
never, again, she could have been thinking that, but never.
But she was still.
They got me.
But hold on. Your man Donald Trump, they got him.
Bro, hey, that's what they said. The difference between the white guy Lindell and Hardaway. He was shooting that for that thing. Soon as it was time to be over with, he jumped out the car and went down like this. Said, "You got me, you got me."
But when they
like
do that,
this,
you
and
still
so he
better
said
come
that's
and
why
slow
he
us
didn't.
down and put your knee in the back and everything else on us.
Well, yeah.
Just keep
I hear
playing,
that. I hear that. Cause I can't say that that's not
But
true.
I'm not saying bro wrong for saying what he's saying, because
He
he
said
said
you
he
got me.
has a valid point. And what he says has a lot of validity to
She
it.
definitely did.
At the end of the day, if you don't want that to happen, try that. I give up. But just in case you don't, I'm just saying, like, everybody, it's a lot of people that break the law. And some of them don't get that ass kicked. And some of them
And
don't.
why is that?
I just posted a picture of a white man chasing a police officer butt naked, and he running for his life. The cop running away from him. Ran away from him for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, we see this over and over and
Right,
over. You know
you
what I'm saying?
did,
So
you did.
transparency. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you really want to show faith, Tyler Police Department, just go on and release the whole footage, what led up to it. Don't give us the clips of what you want us to see. That's my point. Man, I have seen some comments on them, man. I'm seeing them now. But I ain't got all of them. I guess it's when I click off, click back on, it's only letting me see what I can see.
But I want to make this point again. I can see something to come. Let me read something to come before I say what I got to say. East Texas Every News say, thank you for asking deeper questions and attempting to get answers to the actual questions that people are asking. Salute. Thank you for your comment. Derek Townsend, shout out to D, man. He in the comments. He said, I've been in the exact same situation. They beat me up in West Dallas. I bet they did. Keidron Garrett say, she was resisting 2 laws. The second one was the one who punched her because she was giving the first one hell.
Facts.
Come on now.
Facts.
And to
But
that I want to say,
what I'm saying, I haven't disputed none of that he said. But all I'm saying is what happened before that. We don't know. She could have said, hey, I give up. And he still could have ran up and wrapped her ass. We have seen that happen before.
We have.
So I'm just saying, like, if you really want to be transparent, just show the whole footage.
But you
Quit
know
giving
why
us
they
a clip.
didn't? Because there may be even just an inch of
'Cause these
wrongness
two
by
right
them
here,
just opens
they-
it up.
I wouldn't
Opens
doubt
it
the
up.
way-
I'm
the
just
way-
saying,
the way that he talked to that lady who was recording and handled her, made her sit down and arrest her, cussed her out and stuff, all she was doing was recording. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that to the white man. The
Who
white
walked
woman,
up?
he went off on her, made her
He didn't
sit
see
down
it,
and
though.
arrested her. But the white man was right here
Man,
too,
he
and
pulled
it's
up.
nothing said. All I'm saying is, if the woman is wrong, she just wrong, y'all. I'm not on here saying she's
Right,
right,
we're not
or wrong.
debating
I'm
that.
talking
Yeah.
about how it happened and to make these people who live in North Tyler feel safe. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I
And-
gotta come in for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's gonna go along. Derek said this, and it's gonna answer the question. Until you have black officers in our community, then you have no fight.
Man, I should have asked that.
Hold on now, because in Memphis, Tennessee, them 3 black
Hold
officers.
on, hold on. That's true, but again, we got
Shout out to the
But hold on, we got to, because you advocate for us to join the police, so we can't look at a few
You
bad
right,
apples
you right.
as who's going to be policing us.
Yeah.
We have to think that we're going to get people who are empathetic to what we're
From-
going through,
from the community
and
that
have
know that
morals,
area.
and
Yeah.
can know that. Just because you talking lean, you talking loud, we not a threat.
We not a
This is
threat.
how we talk.
Yeah.
So white
Nobody
people,
about to die.
white people will see us doing this, and it's
Oh.
danger, it's a threat simply because they are not like us. They're not in our community. They don't know
They
the
not
rhythm
like
that
us.
we have.
That's right.
So again, they can't relate to how we even communicate. So again, so the point I was gonna make was, I seen somebody say, "I don't care what she did. You can't do no woman like that." That mentality is bullshit.
That is true. That is, I understand.
I don't care what she did. So she spit on your little girl, you ain't gonna whoop her ass. So we gotta stop saying, well, just because it's a woman or just because they black, anything go. No, you still have to have some accountability about yourself.
Sure,
if
definitely.
not, then who gonna stand
It's
up
gonna
and
be
fight?
lawless.
Because everybody on the internet, they got emotional because she got a black eye. They seen her get roughed up. But what's led up to that, hey man, we seen it, I'm gonna say it again. She was in the store doing whatever happened in the store. She was wrestling, calling the police, hoe ass nigga, and she called the police all kind of shit.
She getting down on that.
So then,
But once she said the kill switch was her saying, "I'ma just kill me, I'ma kill you." You can't say that. You can't say that word while y'all in doing that. Cause now they finna fuck. You know what I'm saying?
you might, if you want me to kill you,
He might
you
shoot.
use my
He
gun,
might have
you
thought
gonna
about.
kill me.
We might have thought about killing you. I'm just
Man,
saying. So
it's
she can't
fine.
say all that. But that's also mental health.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. You cannot. If you're thinking about death or stuff like that in that moment, you're mentally unwell.
Yeah, and,
I'm just saying.
and
just-
so that police saying,
for real.
damn, if she said, just kill me,
That's
hey
crazy.
man, if you get my gun, you might kill me. So I'm, lay down, stop that, girl, lay down.
That's a bad look, but I get it. But that, because he said this also in the interview. We do not condone or hit women. We do not. He said that. The police. He said that. He said that. It's out his own mouth.
Well, they will
We do
die.
not condone that. He said that though.
But I understand that right there too. But that's where, that's just a personal
A
thing.
person,
Now.
the person thing.
Because
Oh man,
again, it's some things
somebody
like-
would have shot her.
And we have to be real, y'all. It's some things women can do, and they can earn an ass whooping. They are not exempt from getting their ass kicked. Again, if a woman come and push your mama down and big face slap your mama,
Oh, there's nothing
put
I
her
can do.
finger
I
in your
couldn't
boy
even stop my
booty,
body.
you gonna just be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no,
Oh,
you
no,
gonna
I
kick her
couldn't- I
ass.
couldn't
So
stop.
we have to stop acting like women just because they're women, they are exempt. And I'm gonna tell you why. What happened? Look what happened when they wrote laws and said you can't discipline your child. You can't whoop your child. Now our children are as worse that I've ever seen.
And dumb.
Because they say, they tell their dad,
So dumb.
you whoop me.
I'm finna record it.
I'm
gonna record it.
So
Hey, hold on, y'all. I listen about all that shit I can take. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. If you raising your kid, they ain't gonna be doing that shit he talking about. Mine did.
well, mine did.
Yeah,
And I raised
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I ain't never had none of them goddamn problems. None of them.
Did you have girls?
I got a girl and 2 boys. I ain't had none of them problems.
You have a 2-parent household, a healthy household. Some of us
But
single
I'm
fathers
just
and
saying
single
also.
mothers.
So when I hear a man was saying like some of these women can talk that way and ask for, that's true to a sense. But understand
That's
this,
a real
after,
deal.
After you whoop that woman's like he talking about, understand you're gonna have to deal with some problems.
I'm not talking about
So
just whooping up for the sake of whooping
don't
up.
just go out there thinking this shit's sweet. That's all I'm saying, man. Because I just so happen to love my women in my life and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
That
do
to the
too.
police too, and that's to the police too. Because I think we be picking and choosing our battles a little too friendly. Because I think a lot of our women might do better if we had somebody supporting them. Because I read in the comments and a lot of these dudes don't really support black women. I don't know what to call them. They got a name for them. I'm gonna let y'all think about what that is. Our women going through a lot of shit, just like we going through a lot of shit. We gonna have to get our shit together. That's what we talk about on here, getting this in numerical order. God, man, woman, children. So it's like this right here. When our woman is lost and they need our help, man, we turn our back on them with some of these weak ass comments. I refuse to read. I asked bro to read. Cause I don't stand on them.
But the weak ass comments are agreeing with me.
Weak ass comments like I
And
said.
that's because, again, I'm not reacting with emotionalism. I'm reacting with logic, and I'm asking questions that I need information on before you have me. We shall overcome.
I would ask this question though: if somebody big face your mom, right, another girl, right, in the situation that
Right.
you said, right, are you gonna immediately try to hit her with the same force you would hit a man, or you might just grab her and slam her out the way, or treat her
I'm
like
gonna
a
put her
woman?
down. I'm gonna put her down.
Would you put her down the same way you would put me
I'm
down?
gonna treat her like a
I
savage.
know you're gonna put her down, but could you even put her down the same way you put me down? I don't think so. It would have to be different just because of the nature of the beast, right?
Well, he said it.
So I'm saying, the nature of the beast that you fighting, right? This is a weaker beast than that beast that you fighting, regardless, right? Even if she big faced your mama, you gotta knock the bitch out. But you gotta knock this nigga out too, because he did it too at the same time. When you gonna pick your battle, you gonna fight her first, because you gotta say, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because this is weaker, right? So all I'm saying is that that's a weaker woman. Even if you gotta do it like that, you gonna treat her like that. You know what I'm saying? So you could have sprayed her, you could have even just muffed her, slapped her. You hit her like a grown ass man.
Because we don't know if your mama calls that shit or not. Because you said sometimes a woman can talk herself into something. And your mama is a woman, so she might have talked herself into something. You might have been, hey man, y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now she just keep going. It's like, hey man, chill, go get your dad and your brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Or your husband or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you going to have to see him after you slap her anyway.
So the police force themselves even said
They are
that
trained and equipped on how to handle this
that they do not condone that. So I'm saying that there's no way that it's justified. You can't justify it because the people that did it said it's not justified. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the police, man, the head of the police said. We do not condone hitting women, even in that situation.
Especially
But it was a judgment call, which where I see what you're
No, I
saying.
get what bro
It
saying.
just depends on who it is. You gonna catch the wrong, you could get in the wrong relationship and catch somebody beat you up. You know what I'm saying? So let alone a officer on the street. So she just happened to catch him, and he showed her no discretion. Now, if it had been someone who had known her, who had policed that, like the police chief, been the police chief, or has been a part of the police department for 32 years, right? So there's some parts of there that he knows like the back of his hand. He's seen the kids grow up and everything. So if that officer on that beat, he might not even be from Tyler. He don't know her. He ain't seen her grow up. He can't truly police it how it
the
should
first
be done.
officer there know her because he has arrested her.
And he didn't punch her. He didn't punch her.
You know what
Off
I'm
the
saying?
muscle.
So it's like they are trained when they come on a call to evaluate the situation and to de-escalate it.
And to see who is that.
As the authoritative figure, it's just like if I'm dealing with my son.
It's not like that.
Hold on.
We are not that kid.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Barry Thompson.
We
We
not
say
that
men
kid.
who talk like they ready to defend those type of women are non-aggressive. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, ha 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 my ass, nigga. What is you saying? I'm confused.
Well, Let me read that comment.
Because that's the only one I got. I seen some more, but they be disagreeing. What you saying, Derek?
It sounds like, well, I can't speak for him, but
Yeah, put it
I'm
in
not
the
even gonna
comment,
speak
man.
for him. But again, here's what I was gonna say. You have to have respect for the authority. And again, we're talking about the police. So if the police officer comes in and say, "Hey, sit down, be still for a minute," out them hollers,
I understand.
and you get up, man, I ain't finna sit down.
That's impossible. Yeah.
So you're gonna get force. He's not gonna be like, "Come on, man, sit down." Or he might pull a mace out. He might be like,
But
"Nah,
why
sit
not?
down."
Why is that not a protocol? Why is that not a?
I'm not.
a
I don't want.
step by
I
step?
don't want to mace you.
You need to want to mace me
Look.
before you want to knock me out.
No, because again,
No, I'm just saying you need to want to mace me.
Let's not.
You need to want to mace me.
So what about the resisting? You are committing. If you
I'm
still,
never gonna stop that. Okay, get over that. I'm telling you, as a police officer, get over that.
Well, I'm finna put
No,
your ass down.
That you
I'm
can't
a-
be a good police. You don't need to police our neighborhood. I'm just telling you because if my son act up, I'm telling you, I got a son. I got two of them. If my son act up, I'm not finna break his neck. I'm not finna leave a fucking bruise on my son. That is my motherfucking son.
You gonna sit?
No, nigga, listen. Let me
You gonna
tell you
sit
about my
down.
son.
You gonna-
I'm not finna. No, you ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do with my son. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with my son. I'm loving the shit out of that nigga. While he fucking up, I'm gonna get him through this shit. We gonna get through this shit.
How?
I'm not breaking his neck because that's my neck. Nigga, the fuck wrong with you? No, that is
You gonna love him through his fuck shit.
Are you not listening to yourself? Of course. That's
So
my son.
Where does discipline come in?
That's my son.
Where does discipline come in? At?
You have to.
I'm the discipline.
So
Me
no.
never leaving. Me showing the truth. Me being the truth. Me never wavering on that's not right, son. I'm never leaving you.
But
I'm
you
not gonna hurt
discipline
you.
him.
Because I'm the line.
Hey,
I'm the line. You
might
know when
spare
you
the
cross the
rod.
line.
You might spare
I'm
the
not
rod.
sparing them. I'm the rod.
So again,
I'm somebody's son.
That's your form of discipline then. So you're gonna discipline your son
I'm
in your
not
fashion.
gonna discipline him.
If he out of pocket, so if he do some fuck shit,
Hey,
you're
somebody
not gonna
gonna
discipline him. He just
I'm
gonna,
gonna love- no,
you gonna love him. He gonna say
It's
what
the word
shit.
is love.
It ain't no repercussions.
But I see
The word is
So
love.
I can do all kind of shit, and Daddy gonna give me a hug. He going
No,
to
no,
the
no,
pen.
no. I did not say
You
a
going
hug.
to the pen.
I did not say a hug. Did I
You
say a
gonna
hug?
love him.
Tough love is motherfucker.
It's
Sometimes
discipline.
no, listen. Sometimes tough love is get your ass the fuck out my house because you don't want to bother my
That's
room.
discipline.
That is love. That is tough love.
That's discipline, man.
Okay,
That's the same thing.
the same thing.
Oh,
The same
yeah.
thing.
Tough
Same
love,
thing.
Because you
discipline,
gonna
tough love, discipline.
And so that's like saying the police.
But I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave my son worse than I found him.
We would never do
The
that.
police just left that woman worse than they found her.
That's their job.
That's not their job to leave people worse
But
than they
hold on,
find
hold
them.
on. Let me say
Okay.
this. We can't expect the police, white police, to come in and love us to death when we still in doing wrong
Yes,
shit.
we can.
Why? That don't even make sense. Now there's no accountability. Now I can go get away with. I can do anything.
No, I did not say that.
That's what it sounds like.
No, I'm saying you can love me and take me to jail.
Wow, when you resisting and calling me fuck nigga, bitch ass nigga, hoe ass nigga. How? How I'm gonna love you? I'm gonna break your ass down so
Because you have to be a fucking peace officer.
Man.
You have to keep the peace.
you're not
nigga.
coming with peace.
You're the peace. You bring the peace.
No.
That's
I'm not the fucking peace officer. You gotta bring me peace, nigga. You
If
work for me.
You're not complying.
You work for
You
me.
comply- You're not complying.
You work for me.
No, I'm gonna put your ass in the back seat of this motherfucking cruiser and take you downtown with a black eye. You going to get the black eye. You going to get the black eye.
Hold on.
Hey, y'all.
Hold on. We gotta get back to some more questions.
My bad.
I'm
Hey.
seeing something.
He said it, then looked at the camera like, yeah.
Because the comments show up and then they go away. But y'all listen, man. This right here is a real conversation that we need to have amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Look ourselves in the mirror. And you might not agree with my opinion, his opinion, or his opinion. But what you cannot say is, don't nobody else feel like us three brothers feel.
Oh.
So we are doing this. This is political street talk. We come to you to create dialogue and to talk about real conversations that we need to talk about and we can get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? To the people that don't understand how we maneuver and how we speak in our communities. they might not just never get it.
They might not never get that. That whole
But
interaction, they
I
were lost.
promise you, this right here is the type of topics and stuff that we need to have, man. Authentic, true, homegrown conversations about discipline. Bro called it discipline. He said love. However you want
However
to
you
do
wanna
it. But
do it.
I get what he's saying is a police officer supposed to make peace. But I get what bro saying. If you messing up, they got something for you too. So you is not exempt. But everybody is right, but everybody have to have their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? One thing that we do on Political Street Talk with me and my co-host, a lot of the times we see things totally different. But at the end of the day, after we done seen it totally different, we still can do this right here. We do it every week. What we do, bro?
Absolutely.
Amen.
But that right
Absolutely.
there is what we gonna have to start doing. But the point that was brought to my attention from people from North Tyler is they don't feel safe with these officers on the force. And it's not just this one instance. That's the reason why people are so
Right.
mad, because this one instance looked bad and the woman playing with the gun. Hey man, I'm not for you trying to shoot police, but I'm not for you dying from the police neither. If you felt you had to do that to protect yourself, hey man, it will be an investigation. It will go through it. But what I'm saying is the people, this is just the something adding to what's been festering from the altercation at Bricks. This
Right.
with the Tyler Police Department, it's just been one thing after another. So they people in North Tyler are almost at their breaking point. That's right there is my main thing. Cause bro, you right with what you saying. We can't just go up here and fight back with the police and think you ain't gonna get whooped. I understand that. My point of it is, let me see what happened leading up to that, because she might have been fighting, she might have not been fighting. But if it's mental health, then mental health is mental health. You know what I'm saying?
I want to get y'all's opinion on.
Y'all know up in Ohio that one officer killed another off-duty officer because that other officer killed his son. You know what I mean? That story.
Hold on. I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, we talking about that's what we talked about last week.
No. I was talking about. You talking about the one that ran over?
Ran him over,
Okay.
yeah.
You said
Right.
killed another off-duty officer.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
kind of confused.
Like another.
So if that, I mean, if when people get to their breaking point, we see that that's kind of what's happening. If the police keep that type of mentality, do you not think that that could happen in Tyler?
Man, it can happen anywhere.
It can happen anywhere, and so
And it
that
has
would-
been. And this is kind of like us seeing it firsthand amongst us. It's nothing new. We've been seeing this for 20 years. And it was happening before people had their phones in because we just couldn't see it then. So we've been watching this go on all around the nation, and now it's done hit right in our backyard. So it ain't nothing new. And again, it kind of falls on us to get our shit together. To get our shit together and have some type of accountability. That's all, man.
as a community, you know
Yo,
what I mean?
we definitely need that. But when you put it all together, man, this situation in Tyler was a unnecessary situation, but it blew up. And all situations that blew up, it blew up because of a boiling point. With the Rodney King thing, man, it's a boiling
It's
point.
bound to happen.
Yeah, so right now, if you look at the way that the country is going, it's at that boiling point. Not to change the subject, but I'm gonna tie all this in, man. Our leader, Commander-in-Chief, man, Donald Trump, our president, closed all them, no immigrants, no none of that, and then opened it up for South Africans. They cut the line, man. He bringing them on in, waiving the fees and everything, and he said it out of his own mouth. They just so happen to be white. You know what I'm saying? So with all of this stuff going on in the country today, and this tension, like you said, we need African American officers in our communities.
Black officers, man. I'm not African American.
Black, however you want to put it, Negro, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, not even black, but we know we need
Whatever
people
you
who
wanna
are
call
our
it.
people.
Yo, so we need those in our communities, because when you see two Caucasian officers on this woman, and it was two before she reached for the gun. I can't
It was
get
two.
past the people's elbow, and it's like,
Yeah,
don't get
that
me
was-
wrong. You shouldn't resist, but I see people resist all the time. You
And
don't
they
get
don't
that
get that elbow.
that magnitude of treatment. So those are the conversations we need to have to cause awareness to these situations. And it was great because me and bro talked before we got on the show, and we know that we was going to oppose each other like we typically do. This ain't playing. He think how he think, I think how I think. What political street talk is designed to do is to let y'all know that we can disagree and still be peoples. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm not leaving my country, he ain't leaving his, so we gonna have to learn how to agree to disagree on some shit and keep it moving. But at the state of the country is today, man, and this stuff keep going on, that right there really wasn't the major incident that just make people get there, but it's something that just keep festering and it's building up.
It hit home.
Yeah, it hit home. So Tyler PD, man, you know what I'm saying? Go on and release the whole tape and clear up the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Is
If
that
you
what
right,
you think
you
they
right.
should release the whole tape?
I ain't gonna. I still probably wouldn't watch it, like I say, because I am not driven by that type of news or events. I seen enough. I heard enough. And when if they do release the tape, they'll say the police was dead ass wrong, or they'll say, man, that woman was out of pocket. So I don't. I'm not that invested into it. I'm not invested that much into it, to tell you the truth. It's unfortunate that one of our sisters had to go through that. It's also unfortunate that whatever she was going through, she had to be in the store stealing. So it's one of those things, like we said, it's an unfortunate situation right now. And right now, the sister losing. Not only did she get her ass kicked by the police, she got 7, 8 charges. And some of these, and you talking about Smith County, some of these charges, you're not coming home for a while.
Yeah.
So again, she's not in the best situation right now. So she lost. She just had a baby in jail. Her baby's without a mother. If she has other children, they don't have a mother. If she has any responsibilities, then people are going to be at a loss because now they don't know. Hey, that ain't no cheap bond. That's going to cost you probably a 20 ball. They probably give up $200,000 bond. Who going to put up 20? If you stealing out the store, you probably ain't got nobody to put up 20,000. You probably ain't got nobody to put up 1,000 to get your bond out. So these are the type of decisions that we like damn. Why? I'm not gonna get all emotional. I'm not gonna get all angry about shit like that has nothing to do with me personally, and there's nothing that I can personally do about it. I'm gonna mind the business that's paying me. It may seem selfish, but if I jump and get angry at everything that happens to black people, my blood pressure will be high. I'll die at 49.
For sure.
Because again, that's what these situations do. They make us boil with anger. Anger is cause stress, cause heart attacks. You know what I'm saying? It does all kinds of shit. It weakens your immune system. So we have to learn how to control our emotions and be logical and deal with facts before emotions. Facts over emotions. Facts over emotions.
Some of that stuff you said, bro, I really do agree with, man, and I can't even disagree with it. You know what I'm saying? If you have time to think. But let's be honest, man. She wasn't thinking. My man said that's mental illness. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is you cannot afford some people the ability to be mental ill and not others. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to advocate and speak up for these people, man. And I'm going to use my platform to do so. Now, if I had a chance to talk to her and say, hey, lady, you really think this through, you know what I'm saying? This going to end bad. You know, that's different. But, man, when we get caught up in the moment, we exactly that, caught up in the moment. So all I'm saying is when we are caught up in the moment, let's be treated how other people are treated. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she's flat out wrong, she's just flat out wrong. If she's not, show the whole tape. I want to see what led up to it. Did you pull up on her and then she just jump out swinging on you and I'm not going to go to jail? What led up to that? Because this cop has arrested her before. So people like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna trip over her. And it's like, hey, man, that's one of our own. That's how I see it. Now, I don't know her personally, but what affects her, you know what I'm saying? If it's cool to do it to her, then it might be cool to do it to me. So I'd rather speak out on it before it happened to one of my loved ones or before some of them are involved in it. Let's be transparent. Tyler Police Department, I'm not coming on here saying y'all wrong. I don't know. release the whole footage. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing is like this too. It goes back to us having accountability. You said you got a son. When he gets to that age to where he's driving, he's out in the world, we got a certain protocol to even say, hey man, when you get pulled over, get your license, put your shit out the window. So we have to start teaching our own how to deal with police.
I'm down
It's,
for that.
it's not, you know what I'm saying, you can't buck the system or authority and think you're gonna have a army coming behind you. We have to be accountable. So again, it go back to us holding ourselves accountable and loving in a way to say, hey, let me tell you what might save your life. Even if you in the wrong, it's a way out. But you can't go out and put your life in danger the way the woman did. If we can, man, let's move on. Let's move on so we can deal on a couple other topics.
Go ahead.
I wanted to talk about what you said about Trump, and I'm gonna be brief. As far as him allowing the South Africans to come in here, I'll say first of all, his biggest three sponsors, Elon Musk, David Sachs, and some other cat, billionaires, they're South Africans. So it's a money play. Hey man, we put all this in there, we help you get elected. When you get in there, this is what we want you to do. So that's a money play. And then second, nobody really gave a shit when the other administration allowed everybody to come through the Mexico border. Nobody cared about them coming over here, jumping in front of the line before us, getting all these benefits. And me personally, I didn't care about them illegal aliens. I didn't care about the immigrants coming in from all these countries through the Biden administration, through Mexico. I don't give a shit about the South Africans coming through Trump's administration because again, they're not going to jump in no line that I'm trying to get in. It's not going to really affect me personally. On a bigger scale, yeah, it's like it's fucked up. But again, it's a money play. You got I put my money behind you, John. I need to get my hair cut first every Friday.
Man,
I gave you.
I've been trying to sit over there and let you talk.
Go ahead.
Putting your foot in your mouth.
Go ahead.
Because the whole administration tactics for Donald Trump was close the border. We ain't letting nobody in here. Then you gonna bring in, you called out the immigrants from El Salvador and all them, you called them Venezuelan gang members, and you gonna bring the most racist group of people on the planet to our country. Do you understand what happened in South Africa? The apartheid, man.
Yeah.
Whites and blacks was murdering each other in the 90s. This shit ain't that long ago. So you will bring the racist, the country with the most racist people on it.
That's probably us. They ain't no worse than we are.
No. I try to explain to you about the apartheid.
I understand that, but
that's real. You know what I'm saying? Over here, they got systemic racism. They used to hang over the people.
Yeah.
But over there, they just gun you down, cut the kids' heads and shit off. You know what I'm saying? So you bringing them type of people over here, and the moxie that he had when he said in the interview, farmers are dying, and you people are not covering that, and you're not talking about that. And they just so happen to be white. So it's like, that's another smack in the face from this man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
to you. But again, I don't expect anything other than that. Like I said, if these billionaires grease his pocket and they finally elected a black president in South Africa and he putting belt to ass, then they already saw it coming way before the shit was happening. Now he's saying, hey, we need to get some of our people out of South Africa because this is what we got you elected. We done got you in this office. Do your job what you said you were doing. So we don't know that.
You can't set a standard for everybody else and change it for them.
If you're the president, you can. If
They've
been doing it forever.
It's just like this right here.
They've been doing that.
The man said, yes, I'm taking gifts from other countries. Why not? Because it's against the damn law. That's why not. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody else done it because it's against the law. It's right there. It's wrote out. The codes, the sections.
But we're talking about,
we talking about, you're right. We talking about somebody with no morals, ethics, or none of that.
But I'm also talking about a government that funded Al Qaeda. We're talking about a government that brought crack cocaine into the black neighborhoods. We're talking about a government that had the Iran-Contra with the administrators in the highest level of military and government acting out. So why do we think our government all of a sudden is going to be righteous? We know they're gonna do what the fuck they want to do, and we can't, like I said, we act like they supposed to change, or when it's the president we don't like, when he do it, we're gonna fuss. They been doing this shit. Niggas wasn't fussing about the shit that I just said. Niggas wasn't fussing when Kanye said George Bush didn't like black people, when he went in there and killed everybody in New Orleans on that bridge when they sent in the black ops. The government has been against the people, and it's not only black people, poor white folks. They just as behind and just as much as a nigga as a black person is in the eyes of the elite. So we acting like they supposed to come in and be righteous all of a sudden. Or we get mad when Donald Trump do some white man shit.
I'm gonna say this on record. I don't give a damn about Donald Trump. I ain't like him the first time he won. I didn't like him when he lost, and I don't like him now. You know what I'm saying? This man is in here. He's created a law right now where you can deport United States citizens, man. What? Don't take my word for it. To the people in the chat, is that factual?
To the people in the chat. Come
You know
on,
what I'm
chat.
saying?
Somebody
Is
go
that
over there right quick.
Hey man, you
Drop
can
it in
Google
the-
You know, check your phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's true. He trying to pass this bill where you can deport United States citizens, man. This man is running this country like a dictator, and somebody gonna have to call him out. And yes, I am a Democrat in Rusk County, man. You can go to Rusk County Dem. What the hell is the website? Hey, Rusk County. If you on here watching, Terry, man, put the website in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's Facebook, bro.
Let me, we can come back to that. Let me hit another topic right
Yeah.
quick. And I want to know what the audience think about this too.
Wow.
What do y'all feel about the bodyguard coming out and saying Tory Lanez didn't shoot that girl? Her homegirl shot the gun. How do y'all feel about Megan Thee Stallion
Oh yeah.
getting on the stand and lying about Tory Lanez shooting her, to where Tory Lanez just got stabbed yesterday 14 times. And with that, I believe the brother came out and said, hey, first of all, somebody want Tory Lanez dead.
It looked like.
And the brother that was there said his conscience wouldn't allow him to hold it in anymore, that he gonna come out and tell what he saw, and what he saw was Tory Lanez never shot that gun. Now, do we hold Megan accountable for getting on the stand, lying on that man, putting him in prison? Or does she get a pass because she can dance and twerk good?
No pass.
No passes.
Sorry,
man.
no
Hey, man.
pass.
Hey, look though, you playing with people's livelihood, because that man there that died, he shouldn't have been in jail.
Man,
He
that's
didn't do it.
crazy.
And if they can prove that,
Oh.
then she need to go on and get her time. But hey man, we get some breaking news.
Yeah, man, we saw that we had the public information officer, or one of the public information officers team for the city of Tyler comment in the chat saying that they have reviewed all the body cams. So if you guys see Adriana in the chat, y'all can ask her directly any questions for the full body cam. But we're talking about from the rooter to the tutor.
Yeah, that's all I want to see. Because
That's
right
all-
is right, wrong is wrong. If
That's
she's
all-
right,
yeah.
if they right for doing what they done to her,
Then
which
then-
I think still was a little excessive, but if it was right, then it's right. If it's wrong, then it's wrong. That's where I was coming from.
Right.
So hey, thank you, Adriana Rodriguez.
Yes.
We'll
She's
appreciate
out
the
there.
opportunity.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's
What is it?
what's
It says she's the communications person for the city of Tyler.
Yeah.
So
That's what's
right.
up.
So
Yeah.
she's seen it. Yeah. So she's communicating. City of
Yeah.
Tyler's right here. They're trying to be as transparent. They
Hey,
own it.
hey,
They in the
hey,
chat.
Tom, hey,
They in
Tom.
the chat.
We've been on y'all head, you know what I'm saying? So I want to let y'all know, man, I appreciate the transparency. Now, go ahead and post the video in the chat so the people can see it. And you'll be even more transparent. You know what I'm saying?
I want to shout out East Texas Ebony News Journal.
Yes.
Whoever that is. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you
I
for
need to
your
connect with them.
Yeah,
Ebony
we-
News Journal,
yeah.
man. Post on my.
Political street talk.
Yeah,
We're
do
back
something.
with you
Let's
as well.
connect,
Let's
man,
do it.
because they are keeping it up to date. Like
Yeah.
I'm with it.
This is
I
my
need the
first
help.
time
I
hearing
need-
of that platform, and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm behind because I feel like I should be in there doing something.
I need help.
I got something to say.
Yeah, I need to connect with them.
Pops
Thank-
Johnson in here.
Okay, hold on, man. Let me shout out my Rusk County thing, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? y'all, we do have a platform coming to y'all. Keep in mind, Rush County Democratic Party will be resurging. We are working on our stuff, man. We reviving, we coming back strong. We're gonna hit y'all with a lot of energy, man. But the website is Rush Dem. It's in the chat, man. I forget how to say it. RushCodeDems.org. So it's in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out that website, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What you
I
saying?
got a comment. I want to just comment. Chris Anderson say Tory Lane's trying to get his feet on the ground. All cap. I don't know how that's all cap. Please explain how that cap. If we got witnesses that say he never shot the gun.
If I got stabbed up in jail, I'd pay somebody to say they shot me. Let me out the
All right, man. And then imagine, but imagine dying in jail
Oh, no.
over somebody lying on you.
No.
That's something to think
And
about.
again,
Your
this
mental
is
health.
also-
Your mental health.
This is also the same Megan Thee Stallion that got on the TV with Gail and said she never had sex with Tory Lanez. So she got on TV and lied to
That's
all
a
of
big
us.
lie. Come
She
on.
lied to all of us. Not to mention that Rock Nation and Jay-Z bagged her, and they also got it in for Tory Lanez. So it's bigger than just her lying. It's her lying to get him put away. It's her get him some kind of punishment. So again,
Yeah.
Hey man. And two, y'all, we have to remember this is Mental Health Awareness Month for men. It's May. So we can't get out of here without letting y'all know, man. Hey, find some man out there, man, and if he want to talk, listen.
Amen.
You don't know what's on
Amen
people's
to
mind,
that,
man.
for
A
real.
lot of people feel like they don't have nobody to listen, man. So it's not hard to say, hey, bro, how you doing?
Man.
And when you ask how they
Always.
doing, really listen, because a lot of people say how you doing, and then if you ain't careful, they'll start telling you what they got going on. So it's mental health awareness for men, you know what I'm saying? So it would be nice, you know what I'm saying, for us or our women to actually listen to you, man, you know what I'm saying? It's mental health awareness, man, you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
So protect your mental health. If you're in a situation and you know it's not right, man, do what you have to do for your mental clarity, you know what I'm saying? What do you think about that, bro? Once again, we're going to
I'm
promote the hell out of this book,
I'm
man.
1,000% in agreement with it. Again, I got a little ministry. I ain't gonna say little because this has got to be big.
Amen.
But the foundation of it is prayer. The foundation of it is meditation. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about having clarity in the mind. We're talking about fundamental principles that a lot of y'all say you subscribe to in the Bible, but you might probably only do it on one day of the week, and then the rest of the week you just put it down. You put the principles down. You put the whole religion down until you get that fancy little student dress on, and now you big off in the word. But that's not really how it works. And that's part of the problem with us because we done put God aside. We done took God over in the corner, and we just living like beasts and savages. So that ain't the nature of black people. The reason why we get beat so much because we do really come with a spirit of love. We really do put other people first. And that's why we end up last right now.
Right.
But like they say, the last will be first, but it won't happen until we get our shit together. God ain't gonna bless us on this demon time.
That's the truth.
So we
Oh,
again,
God.
that's where accountability comes in at. And until we recognize that, and again, I'm a 70s baby. I had to go to church. It wasn't no,
Yeah.
I don't want to go. It wasn't no mama and grandma wasn't going. Mama wasn't at the club on Saturday just getting home, or like a lot of the mothers and people that are our age. We're not getting in there taking our children to church. Even if you don't believe in the principles of the religion, even if you learn some more shit and you believe something different, what you instill in church is the power of God. You instill respect for the elders. You instill respect for our women. You instill a hierarchy. The pastor's at the top, the choir, you got the treasurer. So we learn structure. We're not teaching our children structure. They're not going to church, so they're missing out on the whole concept of God When you miss out on the concept of God, then you miss out on the concept of the repercussions that come when you're not living in divine order. So these are the type of things that we should bring back to the home in order to restore us as a people. Because we're not gonna do it fighting and fighting each other and like I say, living a beast life, man. So we can't never.
Hey, y'all, me and this man go back and forth all the time, but I ain't got nothing bad to say about that. That's the truth, y'all. Because I speak it to you all the time, man. I'm big on this order, man. God, man, women, children. And until we get back to that, man, we going to be out of order anyway, you know what I'm saying? So,
And it start with us.
yeah, it start with us, especially as men. You know
As
what I'm saying?
men, it
The
start
household,
with us.
the
We have to give
Community.
the women something to respect. We have to give them something to listen to. We have to give them something to follow. We have to be who we say we are. We have to show them something that they may not never seen. And that's another issue. A lot of children, a lot of adults have never seen a black man in an authority position.
Right.
So they don't even know how to
respond to
no.
Yeah.
They boss is a
Yeah.
white man. They mama
They
kept
don't
her
even
foot in
know
their
what-
daddy ass. Daddy was gone, so they don't even know what it's like to have reverence for a black man. So as a black man, it comes a time when you gotta put the childish things behind and step into your rightful place in manhood. And these are the principles that we
Yeah.
gotta teach our
Did they hear
children
that?
and each other. We gotta hold each other accountable at all times, man. Like enough of the games, man. Enough of the games.
That was a bar.
That's a
No,
fact.
for real, that was a
That's
bar.
a fact, you know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all, this is political street talk, man. We had to come to y'all today, man, give y'all some news that you can use, man, to talk about some real issues plaguing our community. Political street talk is a platform about dialogue, man, creating that conversation that a lot of people are afraid to have, man. On this show, we don't duck no smoke. We talk about issues that are not popular, and we have opinions that are not popular. But we can't sit up here and act like it's not people out there who feel how people feel. Just like, bro, I'm a barber, man, with 20 years experience, and I said this way back when we was arguing during the election. I said this, 50% of my clientele was Donald Trump fans. 50% wasn't. I can't tell you what inspired these Donald Trump fans to be Donald Trump fans, but hey, that's on them, you know what I'm saying? I'm opposed, so I want y'all to understand that sometime in life you're gonna agree to disagree, but do that shit respectfully.
Right.
And understand, hey man, you don't understand where he coming from, he don't understand where you coming from on that issue. It's
Right.
some other issue that you might be cool on, so don't overreact to that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's mature.
So yeah, we have to learn to have these mature conversations because we are adults now, man, and it's people looking up to us. And people, to the ones watching that do not understand our language and how we talk, please don't hold that against us.
Please.
It's a platform of people out there who we are trying to reach, and we need them people to come in to be a part of what we're doing that's going to put us together in unison. We have our people that are lost, so we have to talk to them in a manner of which they understand. So if you need for political street talk, me, John Ross, Jason, Frank Ditto Ball, to come and speak to people, man, we are open to that. We also have an organization, a nonprofit, 501c3, Rush County Community Outreach, and we are right now trying to get the funding to get a facility so we can do more in our community. We setting up tutoring and mentoring programs and all that stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? But we have to have that platform to do that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we are trying to help push and create here with Political Street Talk. And we do need funding, but we have been taught that if we change the stuff that we talk about, then we could get funding. But we letting y'all people, the ones that's in this chat watching right now, know we are doing this for y'all, man. We have to have somewhere to go and express ourselves, somewhere where we can be ourselves. Because people think, hey man, those people can't talk, they not intelligent, they use curse words. No, I use them because the kids relate to that. They listen to music with it, they watch movies with it, they see it every day, and we gonna come on here and try to get their attention and not speak the language that they understand. We might as well be talking to the brick wall. You know what I'm saying? But we had to come to y'all today with this issue, man, and we had this brother here on, Mr. Donald.
They jumped me, y'all.
Hey,
They jumped me. They jumped me. No, they jumped the shit out of me.
Hey, I told you beforehand. I told you this gonna be a good show for me.
Hey, man. But I'm like the woman in town. And they put elbows and all kind of shit on my opinion.
I knew you were gonna say that. I know it though. But listen, y'all. Hey, do not forget to go and follow this man's platform, man.
I
At
appreciate
Texan TAN 24 News, right?
Yes, yes.
Please go and follow his platform. And we have a YouTube channel, man. Political Street Talk, running all together with no spaces. Please follow our platform. We doing this for y'all, man, so we can come to the people with real discussions, man. Because when you watch that stuff on TV, they have paid advertisers that would not allow them to talk and say half the stuff that we say. And not cover half the topics that we cover. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We need that support, y'all. So go and follow us, share it, feel free to donate or any of that other stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, Derek. I'm gonna hire you for security. Shit ain't happening no more. Every time John calls a guest, I'm calling you.
What do you say?
He said he got my back, man.
Oh, man.
Every time John
Don't
calls
do
a
it, man,
guest,
because
he say,
sometimes be up here just be me and him. Then y'all gonna be double teamed.
Right, then y'all
Some- You got to feel it, man. Sometimes nobody ever feel it, man.
He got it, y'all.
Yo, hey, I ain't gonna call the police because they might get me too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, they gonna be, they
But
got
no, man. I'll bullcorn aside, y'all, man. Don't stop after you turn this show off, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the conversation going, how we can better our community. Because a lot of stuff that we always talking about what somebody else is not doing for us and how the man got his foot on us and all that extra stuff. Ain't nobody stopping you from being a part of this, man. You know what I'm saying? The Rush County Democrats, we need volunteers. We need people to hold seats. We trying to bring this back. I'm sure other counties do as well. And if you don't identify as a Democrat, go join your Republican Party or your Independent Party. Whatever party that you join, go be active. You know what I'm saying? Don't be part of the problem just sitting back, you know what I'm saying? Sitting on your ass complaining about what somebody else is not doing. Because I'm telling y'all, this is a lot of work to go in behind the scenes, and I ain't getting paid, y'all.
Damn.
Hold on, let me say this. On that note right there, let me kind of tell you how sponsorship can go. If you watch any podcast, you watch Shannon, you watch any podcast, they're going to stop it, and Shannon going to be on there trying to sell dick pills. He going to be on there saying,
Bro.
I got the dick pill, you're going to do whatever. That's what got him in trouble. He doing his sponsorship, but he talks about that for 3-4 minutes in his show a few times. You watch other shows, they telling you, get your prize pick. This is your prize pick.
Yeah.
Get your
Underdog.
prize pick. So those are paid advertisement. If you have something that you need advertised, we're gonna get anywhere from 2,000, 4,000, 5,000 views every week.
And we growing.
Send your product.
Growing team.
I'll sit in here. I'll talk a professional, but your product and tell people why they need to do it. You need
Grab that
go
woman right
for
there.
it.
Grab that lady right there. Put that lady right here, man. Put that lady right here, man.
News you can use.
So again, we'll get your product and say this is an excellent T-shirt. The fit, the print, everything, and it represents this brother's ability to go out and bring us the news. This can be your commercial. You can buy this space, and possibly we may curb our language a little bit if you know what I'm saying. If your contribution is worth it, I doubt it, but you will still get those 2,000 to 4,000 views
Hey,
on your business.
And my bro, man, Wes. Oh, y'all can't tell me this shit ain't hard, man.
Yeah, Wes ain't.
Y'all can't
Wes
tell me
ain't
this
playing.
ain't hard, man.
Wes
You
ain't
know what I'm
playing.
saying? And my bro, good. It's finna
Wes
drop
ain't
too,
playing.
man. They got
That's
the
tough.
website about to drop, man. Hey, it's official. Catch. Feel the material. Feel the material.
Nah, it's
the hand
lit.
stitch tags.
Nah, it's lit.
The hand stitch tag.
Nah, that's
The material.
Nah,
Hey,
the
material.
This,
The material.
This is exclusive, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is
Yeah, that's
exclusive.
mob.
Man,
That's like mob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's exclusive. But hey, y'all, man, we gonna try to get our stuff together to where we get our stuff in and get out. Cause man, I heard people say, man, I love watching y'all, but bro, we had to go to sleep, man. Y'all be on all night. So to the ones tuning in, hey, listen though, meet me in Mount Pleasant, Texas, Saturday night, man, at the Mardi Gras seafood and restaurant, man. Pop Johnson, man. Shout out Pop Johnson. That's a great man. We gonna pull up and we gonna have a great time up there with Pop. And the Fast Bash going down July the 12th in Longview, Texas, man. Y'all tap in with Mama Scott over there in Longview. Y'all tap in, man. She got a heavy lineup. Hard hitters gonna be there. Everybody from Dallas Globe, all the top. Everybody gonna be there, man. In East Texas, it's just hard to believe you got an event like that in East Texas. It's going down Longview, Texas, man. Y'all be on the lookout for that. And Political Street Talk will be there. By then, we're gonna have some better cameras. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be live, and we're gonna be in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? So I had to throw that in there as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we probably have about 20 special one-on-one shirts. We gonna have some merch that month in that building too.
Hey, I promise you.
Yeah, we gonna have some one-on-ones, man.
Hey, man, and you can also come take pictures with us, man. We need y'all to come see us, man. Come be a part of what we doing. We not just somebody on the internet. We call ourselves Political Street Talk. You can find me in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm going to Mount Pleasant to talk to my Mount Pleasant people. I'm talking to my Red Claw people this weekend. Hey, man, we going to shout you out, man. You know what I'm saying? Come in the comments. Let us know what city or town you from, man. Because, hey, there's no town too small, man. We all make up a difference, and we all need it.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, you know what I'm saying, bro, I'm going to let you close it out. You
Let me
know
see
what I'm
them
saying?
2 books, bro. Let me see them 2 books. Again, it is Men's Mental Health Month. And so the foundation that has helped me with my mental health was this book here deals with the universe is mental. It deals with the mind. And it deals with taking over your mind and controlling your thoughts again and how to go about it through silencing your mind, through affirmations, through meditation, through visualization, through Bible scripture. I go to the second book that just dropped April 17th, Let Us Pray. I talk about prayer in Christianity, in Islam, why you need to have a space specifically for prayer, why it's important that you start your day with prayer, why you end with prayer, why you pray all day, why it's important that, and miracles that I have seen and witnessed through the power of prayer, not only my own transformation, because the book is called Let Us Pray, Transformation by Making Prayer a Lifestyle. Let's get back to the basics. And my brother wrote this book right here. We're going to talk about being sick, tired, and overweight. A lot of our mental issues are actually physical issues that deal with us being sick and tired. If you're sick and you're going through an illness, your mind is not going to be functioning right. You're not going to be thinking clearly because you're going to be in pain. You're going to be overweight. You're going to be sick. So again, my brother walks you down in his book on how he got his health back intact mentally and physically through a change of diet and other things. So again, we talk about men's mental health. These are the things we focus on, mind, body, and spirit. And man, y'all ain't got no other words before we close. Like
We ain't gonna forget about them Ross cuts.
You better put it
Hey man, I come on here and I've been coming on here for months, man. It's because I don't really like tying in what I do with this right here because I'm known for my cuts, but you know what I'm saying? I want to see if I can be known for something outside of it. But Ross Cuts is a sponsor, so be on the lookout. Hey, man, it's just a personal thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
But I'll say this,
No
okay?
barber.
I wouldn't know probably 85% of these people if I wasn't your co-host. The majority of these people that know John.
And that's real.
John, whatever you did, and
That's what's up.
your barber business, however you say, being a barber, I don't know how to say it. Ross Cuts, your business, your career has afforded you to meet a lot of people in this area. And so these people tune in, man. So I always appreciate the fact to get to be in front of, for the most part, your audience. And I get to talk my skeeter to y'all thanks to John. So
Y'all make sure y'all tap into that Press Box Media group as well.
yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat because I'm putting out 3, 4, 5, 6 videos a week on my YouTube channel, man. Content is king right now. Just like we're here every Wednesday, we're going to continue to put the shit out. So make sure you follow all of our social medias. Tap in, leave, comment, like, subscribe, and share. And with that being said, y'all know what we do, man. We just lead this thing in prayer, man. God, we just ask, first of all, we just come saying thank you, Lord. Thank you for allowing us to wake up with all of our limbs. Thank you for allowing us to wake up with a sound mind. Thank you for giving us guidance, and thank you for giving us a voice. Thank you for allowing us to stand on what we believe and have the fortitude to speak our truth to power. We just ask you to continue to protect us, guide us, and watch over us and lead us. Bless us mentally, physically, spiritually, morally. Bless us abundantly in anything that comes to stand in our way. We ask you to destroy it. We come just saying, watch over our children, our family, our loved ones, each and every day. In the name of the Most High God, amen.
Amen.
That's just how we do it.
Hey man, protect your mental health, man. We can't stress it enough. If you're really going through something, you don't have nobody else to talk to, inbox me. You know what I'm saying?
Roger, I'm gonna put them in the chat right now. Oh, let me put them in the chat right now.
What's that?
He said he needs to get the link to the books. Man.
Hey y'all, with that support, man, it's very much needed because, man, it's a lot of time I had to close my shop, man, and try to get up here to get this thing, man. And we've been going strong over what, 9, 10 months, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We really got it going on.
So, y'all, man, I thank all the people for following, man. I appreciate y'all sharing. All the people that share every week, I want y'all to know, man, I really appreciate that because we couldn't do that without y'all. And y'all help is allowing us to reach more people, you know what I'm saying? But we are here to let y'all know we not going nowhere, y'all. This is political street talk. We understand when you're growing something, it takes time. So all we trying to do is stay consistent, man. We're going to consistently come to y'all every Wednesday, and we're going to keep linking up with brothers like this brother right here, and whoever else want to link up with us. We ain't turning nobody down, y'all. A lot of people, I think, are confused about when we speak on what we speaking on. We not hating nobody. We not against nobody, no other race or people or none of that. We just have to have something to call our own to lift us up and help us get through what we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So don't go away from this show saying, hey man, them dudes is crazy. They talk about white people because shit, we talk about black people as well. we talk about all people. So with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all, man. And we
Come back, Ron. Break some more stories.
Hey man,
come back.
Hold on. Hey, Shariba, he said it on the show. He gonna get with you. I'm gonna give him your number so we can run that. We gonna get this. We gonna keep this going.
Man, I'm telling you.
Man, to everybody watching, man, thank you for staying on here with us, man. We signing out. Political Street Talk, baby.